Welcome to another edition of 42 Straight Years In. On my crackhead update, I was coming from Oak Cliff, and I didn't take the South Dallas route. I came through downtown on Lamar, and lo and behold, there was a lady. About 4 cars of cops were surrounded her. She buck naked, just sitting there. They were standing out there talking to her. I don't know what type of drugs these people use to make them want to get out of their clothes. Maybe they be feeling hot. I don't know what the deal is. But that's my crackhead update. Y'all know what it is. Get your shanks out, and let's get ready to ride. This weekend, me and my old lady went out to my buddy's house. I've talked about in previous videos. A guy got exonerated, and he's a millionaire. Man, he treated us. He had a limousine rented. Man, we went all over Dallas. Went to some badass bars, and he had rented a penthouse. And man, we had a good time. My old lady, she still in there asleep. Man, we stayed up. We went to sleep about 6:15 in the morning. She's still asleep right now. She woke up, moved around, and I threw us a little spread together. She ate, jumped in the shower, went right back in there and got into bed again. You know, a lot of things is a first for me. First time in my life I ever owned a TV. Never owned a TV before. Prison, they provide them free. I never owned one personally. I never rode in a limousine. I never been in a penthouse. Never have in my life. So a lot of things were first for me. You know, I knew my time was coming. I just had to bid my time. My main concern was not to do no dumb shit until I get a breakthrough. I knew it was right around the corner. I just had to keep chopping at it. And it was going to happen. You remember in my last video, I made reference to this lady. Me and her used to meet at the bus stop in Austin on our way to work. And she told me, me and her always would talk, but we never would get personal. You know, my job, I was making more money than she was, but I'm paying rent. And she lived with someone. She helped out on the rent, but she's not carrying that load by herself. I ain't got nobody to support me, but I got to support myself. To me, that's what a man do. He take care of himself. He take care of himself. But I hadn't been out of prison a good 4 months. I still got that prison mentality. It was still bad on me. And I wasn't used to people talking down to you in a penal environment. You don't talk to people like that. You try to be confrontational, you're probably going to get your lip busted or a broke jaw. You just don't do that. But people out here is totally different because there's no consequences. That's why they do what they do. Or they ain't never been attacked before. If I'd have took a full charge, Austin police would say, well, what you assault that female for? I just hear this shit right now. But, you know, I took it in stride. She did tell the truth. I had on Walmart shoes, but they were clean. They cost about $18. That's all I could afford. She wasn't doing so hot herself. You know, you never, you know, me, myself, I'm just happy and enjoying life. That's all I'm doing. I try to live life as it's my last day on the face of the earth. Well, I know I'm old as hell now. Time waits on no one. You know, it's not always how fast you start the race out, but where you finish. Trust and have faith in God. Be patient. Trust the process and believe in yourself. Others may not believe or see your potential because it's about your clock, not theirs. And I'll almost guarantee you right now, she's still in Austin struggling on some low-income job. We and her worked at the same computer firm, but we worked in different departments. Now, I've made way more money than she did because of my educational background, even though I don't have a computer background. You know, when I got the job, they told me, hey, don't tell these people what your salary is. Because they'll be pissed. They've been working there 3 or 4 years. They made me a supervisor off the rip. And I'm making way more money than she makes. But I'm struggling. I need so many things, and I got to get adjusted to the outside world. That prison mentality will get you locked up on the outside. Because most time in prison, I was an aggressive type guy. If I thought you was belittling me or talking shit, any kind of confrontational shit, I'm going to bring you a full charge on it. And I was kind of short on conversations. You know, I didn't go around trying to throw my weight around. I didn't do that. Because the prison environment had changed. It wasn't violent. It's violent, but it's not violent as it was then. I put it like this. Its violence is the same. But under the old system, those wardens wouldn't prosecute you on a lot of shit. You know, I've said in other videos that they would tell you to defend yourself. They not talking about wait 6 months and attack a guy. They talking about during the course of an altercation with another inmate. If you just so happen to kill that guy, nothing will happen to you. That's what they were talking about. They don't mean. I got disciplinary. A guy. I ain't never did this video yet. I'm saving it. But I had knocked Captain Bad off his damn horse, and the water boys run over there with axe hammers. Now I got an aggie. Well, you don't understand. An aggie is a grubbing hoe. In Texas prison, they call that an aggie. It's a grubbing hoe. I got one of those. So me and the water boy started fighting. And one named Willie Bell. Hit me with that axe hammer. I swore all the time I'm going to get that son of a bitch. And one day he lost his job. He was a trustee. They put him in one hole with me. Oh Lord, I had so Lord for an axe hammer to get one off the waterway. He didn't ask me what I wanted for. This man's not afraid of no fucking violence. Violence don't do shit. He don't show no emotion. He never say stop. He don't show no emotion whatsoever. And I beat the hell out of him with that axe hammer. I thought I had killed him. But I didn't want to make it so obvious, get down there and check his pulse. I thought he was dead. But he lived. And they gave me a disciplinary. Assault on an inmate with the weapon. 15 days in solitary. Because I waited over a year. I was just waiting till the perfect time to get his ass. Anyway, you don't never talk down on someone, because you don't never know when they'll stand up again. I'm standing pretty good now. That's all I wanted to do in life, was to be able to live. I just wanted to be able to pay my bills, and I don't use being in prison all them years as a crutch. I don't use that as a crutch. That's what happened in the past. I got to go forward. I don't never forget the past. You know, I can just sit back and start from day one in prison, what prison I was at, and think of all type of incidents. That's why it make it easy for me to do these stories. I can just lay back and say, okay, in 76 I was here, and I remember the incidents happened that I personally seen myself. You know, it's stuff happened all over the prison, but I'm not all over the prison. I'm in a designated housing area, or we out in the fields working. If it's a hell of a fight going on in the field, I can't help but see it. You know, you will never talk down on people. I don't do that. I was riding down Carroll a couple hours ago. I saw this old guy in a wheelchair, both his legs cut off. Man, that kind of shit bothers me. He out here on the streets. But he's an old guy. I know for a fact he got himself out here. If he went to these people for help, within 72 hours, he would have a place to live. They would take him to assisted living center. We ain't got to be on the streets. He was just sitting there in a wheelchair looking pitiful. That bothers the hell out of me. That could happen to anybody. You can get hurt in an accident, both your legs get amputated, diabetes. It can happen to any of us. Anybody, it can happen at any given time. But it's kind of hard to help a person when they're their own worst enemy. You your own worst enemy. All these resources they got, you're supposed to use them. Who the hell want to be in a wheelchair and homeless with both his legs missing. You can't defend yourself. You can't do jack shit. But that's pathetic. But it is what it is. I was looking at something on YouTube. An 82-year-old man robbed a bank. He had been to prison before. He just got tired of being out here. They gave him 21 years. He already 84 years old. Sentenced him to 21 years. He'll never make it. But he wanted to go back to prison. He's going to be at a medical facility. He'll have a domino partner, or he'll have somebody to walk the rec yard with him, have somebody to talk to. I see some of the older guys out here, man, they done lost all their family. A lot of their friends are dead. They ain't got nobody. I can see the look on their face, man. They in this world by themselves. Just like I was. Just like I am. I make my own path. Make my own bed up and I lay in it. It's a lot of people who are sympathetic to these people. But to me, if they're a drug addict, you enable them. If I give one of them some money, I don't question really what they're going to do with it. If I see you sometimes I'm a pretty good judge of character. I'll be looking and I say, man, this is a straight up drug addict here. And I'll say, no, I ain't got no money, man. I got a card. But if I just put it in my heart to help you, I'm going to give you at least $5. I never give them $1. I always give them $5. But, once before I was at the racetrack up on Harry Hines. I had got tired of riding the train. It's so damn cold on the train. They got a badass air conditioner on them damn trains. So I got off the train at Bachman Station and walked over the racetrack. And I was just sitting outside, man. Just sitting there. And people just walked up and started handing me money. I didn't ask them. I ain't never ever panhandled or begged nobody for shit. They just walked up. One guy got out of his truck. He came out of the racetrack. He said, hey, man, I got some couple dollars in my truck. He went in and he gave me $20. Another guy came up, gave me money. But I didn't have no money. I ain't even have no fucking where to live. Nowhere to live. I used to get on the train and ride and go to sleep on the train. And at night, I jump on the train. We all go to South Dallas. And we get off about one something in the morning. And 3:30 when the train start running, the Dart police, they make everybody leave that station. You got to get on that train. They don't give a damn. You got a ticket or not. Get on the train and go back to downtown and you can buy your ticket or get off or whatever. But you're going to leave that station. And, and I did that for a little while. Until this guy helped me out. Mr. Jesse Aguilar, he helped me out. I was standing downtown. And it was getting cold. I was standing there. I said, man, what the hell I'm going to sleep at tonight? And he called me. And asked me where I was at. I said, man, I'm standing down here at the McDonald's downtown by El Centro. So he came down and picked me up. And let me live in his house. I got sick. I think my first night there, second night, I got sick as hell. I had to leave in the ambulance going to the hospital. When I was in the hospital, I told the doctors and nurses, she said, where do you live? I said, I ain't got nowhere to live. The doctor told me, well, we're going to keep you in here as long as we possibly can. I stayed in there 9 days. He came up to visit me and said, damn, why you in here so long? I said, well, I told the doctors I ain't got nowhere to live. He said, you got somewhere to live? You live in my house. So he helped me out. I stayed there over a year. He paid all the bills, I didn't pay nothing. He gave me a chance to get on my feet, to get my own life together. Because his brother served 34 years in prison. So he helped me out. And I damn sure appreciate it. I know Lion Willie was here in Dallas, but I couldn't find his number for shit. I couldn't find Lion Willie. If I could have ran into Lion Willie, I had an instant place to live. And I didn't know where he lived at in West Dallas. So I was stuck. Till one day I was downtown and I ran into Lion Willie. I could go to his house. Just like him, if something would happen to him, well, he got money. if something would happen to his house, you know, me and my old lady live here, we'll go get one of them roll out sofas. And him and his old lady could move in here, because he would do the same for me. Would be no questions asked. If I was to call him right now and say, hey man, I need a place to live, I got evicted or whatever, I could move in his house. He wouldn't be no bullshit about it. So he do have good points. You know, people be asking me to put him on a video. Lion Willie's real paranoid or shit. When they done sentence you to 240 years and you ain't committed no damn crime, man, that man don't want to have nothing to do with jack shit concerning no jail or prison. They be asking about bringing my old lady on. Why? This is a prison channel and I talk about social issues. She just found out where the Dallas County Jail was. She didn't even know. She don't know where the Dallas police station is until I showed her. She don't know. She never been inside of a police car. Never have been inside one. She don't know jack shit that could make a contribution to this channel. You know, she know about old Lord and all that shit from listening at me talk about it and looking at the videos. But I'm recording this video at night. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow. Since I was just sitting around and she sleep, we got maintenance coming by in the morning, so I'm gonna have to get up anyway. I gotta get me a little sleep because we had a long night, man. We had a good time. The city of Dallas was loaning to us last night. My old buddy, he got her sister Lovely. Man, we was in a Republic. I drive past that bar all the time, man. He got a swimming pool inside this bar. Boy, it'd be some beautiful women at this bar here. I'm talking about beautiful women. They're all lurking, hoping they can catch a guy who got some money. Now, we went there, man. We turned it out. He went and gave the DJ $100, and we played our playlist music that we wanted to play. We gave him $100, and he put our music on. Man, we had a good time. And people was curious, he dressed good as hell. And I'm on fleek 24/7. They trying to figure out who the hell is these guys here. We look around, people's looking. They trying to figure out who he is. Some Dallas Maverick players in there, some Dallas Cowboy players in there. It's a lot of dudes in there got money. And they parking lot is full of Lambos and Ferraris and Bentleys, Rolls Royces. That's the kind of people go to this club. Man, they be packed all the time, even during the week. I drive past it almost every day from coming down Ross Avenue. I drive right past it. As a matter of fact, it's about 5 blocks from me right now. I could walk to it. But I just had a couple things on my mind. I said, well, I got to put some content out because people expect a video. Y'all follow me over on Patreon. Keep your shanks ready. All these fools is broke now. It's the 22nd one. Some people on the 23rd tomorrow get some kind of check. I don't know what it is, but it's on the 23rd. Some people get checks. But the majority of them was broke. They got to wait till the 1st or the 3rd to get their money. Depends on they getting SSI or SSDI. SSI checks on the 1st. SSDI is on the 3rd. So we might have to ride on these fools. Y'all stay ready. You like and subscribe. And I thank you for watching.